yourself.
It's
really hard.
How do you not look at yourself?
I don't know.
Do you guys try and stare at the camera or each other?
Yeah, look at the camera.
I mean, yeah, like occasionally we'll look at the camera, like, and then occasionally we'll just look at each other. You know, it really depends. You know, it's just like this. Welcome to Patrick and Cerebral Palsy, aka PCP, the only joke you'll ever need. I'm your host, Patrick Smith, joined by my handy-capable co-host, Paul Smith. And this week we have our special guest, Mr. Ostin Starler.
What's up?
Just a sneak attack there.
How's it going, guys? How's it going?
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, we're swinging it, baby.
I really didn't see that coming. Like,
Yeah, me neither. I had no idea.
Usually I catch him, but like I
Oh yeah, I don't know where we want. I think this is gonna be a good spot. Just want to make sure. But yeah, usually I start these podcasts and I try not to get Paul in it, you know. And I like know this, but he's been catching on lately, and now he's a perfect fucking
I had
start.
no idea.
Woo!
I had no idea.
Oh my land.
Got
Okay.
me there. You got me.
So yeah, a very odd week. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know. It's been a rough week. Our mother's in the hospital. Yeah, she's having some heart issues, you know. So it's been a weird week for us. So not as prepared as usual, but still we're rocking it out here. I wanted to start off just this is the fucking worst subject. Fucking Bill Cosby, this fucking piece of shit. How the fuck did he get off? And how, like, okay, listen to this motherfucker. This guy gets out of fucking prison. All charges dropped. They're saying he's not a fucking rapist. He's the most prolific rapist, the most well-known rapist of all time. We just let him out of prison, that old fuck.
I'd like to say how he got off is he put drugs in people's stuff, and then he did that.
I mean,
that's how he got off.
To me, it just shows that money will get you anywhere.
So
that was a cool
I
joke.
mean,
I feel bad.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I'm so sorry.
Money will get you anywhere. He has the
joke.
money. What else does he have to spend on it? He's old.
Yeah.
He spent all of his money to make sure that his ass was not in jail and didn't have what
is the quality of life there?
Yeah, there isn't. I mean, what's his age? How old is he?
He's like 80 something.
Yeah,
he's fucking fragile.
probably
He's
like
dying. He's gonna be
87.
dead in the next few years. It's fine.
It was what money he had got him off of that.
But no,
shit.
you know what the crazy thing was? If he admitted like a few months ago that he actually did all of this shit, he would have got out anyway. They were gonna let him out, but he had to admit that was part of the plea deal, that he had to admit that he did all these, and he was like, nope, I'll just stay in prison.
Like, dude,
Really?
And then they just let him out.
That's
It's
just fucking crazy, man.
Fucking-
It's just utterly insane that you're like, I'm a great person.
Insanity.
It's just crazy to think that just because he was so loved.
Yeah.
Like when the Cosby Show was big, he was such a important part
Oh yeah,
of that industry, and then
it's
all
weird.
this happened. It's just there's a lot of things. Kevin Spacey is another one. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like how can you not love what he does?
Yeah.
He's amazing at it. But then you find out all these things, and it's just like, man.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen House of Cards, have you?
I haven't.
No, fuck, dude. I mean, okay, this is what I think they should do with Kevin Spacey. They should make him film a final season of fucking House of Cards, and his salary goes towards sexual assault victims and shit like that.
That would be awesome.
I mean,
that would be
because
awesome.
he was so fucking good in that show. I mean, he's a fucking psychopath. You know, he's
I
fucking
mean,
crazy.
if we want to like pivot, we can talk about Trevor Bauer. There's allegations against him as well.
Yeah.
I'm not as familiar with.
Yeah,
that.
I don't know who Trevor Bauer is. I know the name. I've heard him.
He's
MLB
pitching for the LA Dodgers.
Oh, that Trevor Bauer?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a huge name, but I don't know the fuck he
Wait,
is.
so he was on the Indians before, right? He
Yeah,
was the CY Young winner. Yeah. Wait, so what are the allegations on him?
That he assaulted a girl. Now he claims he denied the allegations. We should say that, and he claims that it was consensual sex, but she is suing him, and she has been granted a temporary restraining order against him, which is totally understandable in a situation like this.
I mean, it's not Deshaun Watson.
I was just gonna bring that up. I was just gonna say, what about Deshaun? I mean, if we're gonna talk about sports, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind, and it's so there's so much different information coming out too. There's all these masseuses that are saying basically the same thing that's backing Deshaun up, saying that he never did any of this.
Yeah.
And then it's just a weird situation, and it came at a weird time when he was refusing to be traded. So like, conspiracy theory: is it the Houston Texans just being like, "Fuck this guy"? let's go fuck his fucking legacy and
we definitely talked about that.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah. I mean, it's so weird. It's so odd.
Yeah.
That these ultra wealthy people are fucking doing this. Like, what the fuck? You can just go out and get fucking laid. Like, no fucking problem. You can.
right.
Like, literally,
it doesn't make.
You're like, hey, guess what? I'm the fucking shortstop in the New York fucking.
Yeah, that's
like,
it. That's all you have to say.
Like,
that's it.
You're good. Okay, let's have sex right now. What the fuck?
It just doesn't make sense. It's just like, Jesus. do they need more? Do they need like, what do they need that like makes them do these things?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
what?
and I never understood this until like recently that rape is power. Watching Handmaid's Tale.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not about sex. It's about the power dynamic, and like it's like, oh hey, I have power over you.
I'm legitimately thinking about making my team name for a fantasy league. Fuck Gilead, because Gilead is the worst place ever fucking made. Like, I hate
you guys. You guys haven't watched Handmaid's Tale at all. It's
no.
one of the most intense shows.
It's
like
so.
Really?
Yeah, it's so fucking sad too. Like, America gets overthrown by this right religious fucking wing of these believers, and they turn it into essentially like this birthing kind of society, because the population is going down rapidly, and everywhere but what was formerly America is now Gilead. The population is going down, but it's going up in Gilead because they're enslaving these women and using them for sex. They're raping them, and it is a really fucking deep show.
It's a fucking crazy.
We started this show on just crazy. So sorry for the depressing
we went dark sided.
Yeah,
we went fucking straight dark sided this episode.
I didn't know that the show was even like that.
Oh my god, it's a crazy show.
I believe I said this last week. I can understand why they are throwing Emmy Awards at Elizabeth Moss.
Elizabeth Moss is in Mad Men, and she's
a fucking
Peggy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she the lead in that?
Phenomenal actress. Phenomenal. The fucking my god.
I mean, she was fantastic in Mad Men.
Yeah, I mean, like she just completely nails the fucking role. I mean, Jesus Christ, it is. Oh god, it's a hard show to watch.
Sometimes. Yeah, it really is.
Fuck, dude. But yeah. All right, let's go with the fucking dark side of here. Mister, we got a little bit. We got a little bit of UFC coming up, baby. We're Connor. Connor, baby.
Oh yeah.
And then Sugar Sean. Listen. I am a Connor Dick Rider for life.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm a Sugar Sean Dick Rider.
Okay.
100%. I mean, he's my new thing. They look kind of similar, but they're fighting the same card.
They're fighting on this. So they're setting him up. Obviously, they're setting him up for big things because they're putting him as the first fight, the opening fight on Connor's card.
Yeah.
He was initially supposed to fight Smolka, Louis Smolka, which is actually a top 15 opponent, which is like, that we need that for him. Like, he hasn't, I don't think he's fought a top 15 yet. But, I don't know, that he had to pull out, and
was that because of the weight issue? I saw that.
He had a staph infection, I think.
Oh.
So he had to pull out because of a staph infection, and I guess a bunch of fighters asked to fight him because it's a payday because you're on Connor's fight card. But they basically are like, all right, well, we'll save him again because they threw in another nobody.
Yeah.
They threw in a nobody who's been on. He's had two losing streaks
Jesus Christ.
in the past. So like, I think that basically they're like, all right, go show out in this fight, knock his ass out, take care of him.
Yeah.
And we'll set you up with a top 10 guy.
Dude, his technique just looks so fucking phenomenal. And I mean, he's just so much bigger than everyone in his fucking division.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's so lengthy.
He's a lengthy fucker. Yeah, he's a
fighter.
Again, he has that unique style of like Tony Ferguson and like stuff like those unique strikes.
Yeah, the switching stances.
Yeah, it fucks with people's heads because they don't know what to what's defend, where like it's when you can throw kicks fucking out of nowhere where you look like you're.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It's just like, no. It's like the body shouldn't. A human body shouldn't be able to do what these fucking guys do, and then fucking easily boom, throw up a leg, and you're like, oh, I'm knocked out now.
Yeah,
he should be facing someone.
Sugar Sean's gonna take care of this guy. They'll set him up, I think, for I mean, he could even main event a fight night, and just put him against a top 10 guy because people will watch it. Yeah. Like he gets viewers. Like
who's the guy he lost to? I don't know.
And he only lost because he broke his fucking leg.
Exactly, but like he, I mean, he was pretty close to, you know, like
that was
the best person.
That was the best person he fought. I can't remember who he fought, but
he was doing well.
And the dude was fucking like he was freaking out when he won too. And I was like, dude, the guy he broke his leg. Like I get it, you won. That's fair, whatever. But don't fucking freak out and like, oh my god, I just beat this dude's ass.
Marlon Vera?
Yeah, Marlon Vera. Yeah. Who is a great fighter.
Yeah.
Marlon Vera's he's a great fighter. He's the brother of Brandon Vera, who used to be in the UFC. But
yeah.
Did Brandon Vera win on The Ultimate Fighter? I think he was on it.
He might have been on it. I don't think he won. I know that John Jones broke his orbital bone one of his first fights.
Oh yeah.
He elbowed him, and it was when John Jones was on the come up.
Yeah, I saw
and he broke his orbital bone.
I just saw John on Instagram. He's doing one-handed pull-ups, and he's doing fucking big.
Did you see his reasoning for not wanting to fight yet? I mean, obviously there's the money thing, but he's like, I'm taking my time because moving up to heavyweight is a whole process.
Yeah, I mean, he's
taking it seriously. Yeah. So
they're putting an interim fight in. We're getting back to Conor.
We'll get back to Conor. But the interim fight thing is ridiculous. I mean, come on, dude. Jesus. First of all, who the fuck is Cyril Gane? I mean, he's okay. He's won.
Derek Lewis is gonna win. I have a feeling.
Derek Lewis should knock him out. I think Derek Lewis should knock him out. The thing is, I didn't think that. I mean, I know that they had to put somebody in if the Jones fight wasn't gonna happen. Yeah. But Derek Lewis, he did beat Ngannou, right?
Yeah, he did, but that was earlier in his career.
That's not going to happen. I mean, of course, with heavyweights, there's always a chance, no matter who it is.
I mean, they're so heavy-handed.
Yeah, so you land the right shot, of course, you're gonna knock the dude out. But I think that Ngannou goes in, and if he has to fight Derek Lewis, I think he goes in and just fucking brutalizes him. Yeah, just brutalizes.
I mean, like Ngannou, like that the Stipe fight he just had. It was he was patient. It wasn't like he was going after.
He wasn't chasing him, and Stipe was the one that was chasing.
Yeah, because he had to, because he was getting fucked.
Yeah,
he was getting
and
fucked.
he did land.
Yeah, he did land.
And then they literally were throwing it at the same time, and boom.
But also, Stipe was really light. He was like 225.
Yeah, he didn't look right. He didn't look right. I don't know.
He was definitely cardio perfect for cardio.
I mean,
he's gonna
he didn't. Yeah,
when he felt that power, you knew he was utterly fucked when he couldn't bring him down. He tried so hard.
He tried to bring him down. Once Ngannou showed, he's like, "Yeah, I worked on that shit."
Yeah, you're not gonna get me down.
Yeah,
we're gonna stand on our feet, and I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
And that's the thing.
That was such a brutal knockout.
Oh, his leg. It was with the Crow Cop leg.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
Oh, but yeah, I mean. I think Stipe, after he's like, I'm moving up to 240, and like Stipe, he's not efficient too, which is like, I get he needs Ngannou needs a fight fucking John Jones first. That's what I believe. But I think Stipe, he's definitely still top 3. I think he definitely do
Stipe, well. Dude.
He's the best. He's the best heavyweight of all time.
I don't know. I think he needs a break, which he's doing right now. He's taking his break. Stipe is one of the best heavyweight boxers, like in MMA ever. That motherfucker can box. Like
his head movement. Perfect
his counter strike, everything that was what screwed him. He got flustered because he couldn't take Ngannou down, and chased him. Yeah. He chased after Ngannou, and when you chase after Ngannou, all Ngannou has to do is put his fist out. That's it. He doesn't even have to swing. The motherfucker has crazy power. His story's crazy, but it's Stipe. I would like to see. Has Stipe and Derek Lewis fought?
I don't think they have.
I don't think they have either. I'd like to see that fight and John Jones and Ngannou and the winners fight.
Yeah. Now Stipe is older, man. He's like 39.
Stipe's probably close to done. I think he's gonna try and get his title back one more time. Yeah. If it fails, it fails.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 more fights.
Yeah. He fights and he wins. Then he gets a title fight. And he wins, he goes out. Either way. Either way, he goes out there. Yeah. If they tell him you have to win 1 more fight to fight for the belt, he might do 3 fights. Depending on who it is. He's not gonna fight that Cyril Gane guy. He's not interested in that.
You see the end of the careers of some of these fucking boxers and shit like that. Like Evander Holyfield, I don't know if you've heard him talk. We've talked about this, but he you can tell there's some fucking cognitive decline
yeah.
issues
Oh,
going
yeah.
on, and he's trying to fight still. You know, he's trying to fight fucking Mike Tyson. You're like, what are you trying to do?
Both dudes have no right fighting right now.
You're gonna have dementia in 2 years, dude.
If not already. Yeah.
Do the Shaquille O'Neal thing and just do a bunch of commercials. Have you not seen the Mike Sorry Lemonade with Mike Tyson?
Dude, Mike Tyson's everywhere. He doesn't need to fucking box anymore.
You'll make enough money off of those to, continue to do, live your life.
Yeah.
Don't fucking die.
That's the money. That's the whole thing too. Like right now is I don't know if you guys have talked about the Paul brothers. Have you talked about the Paul brothers?
Yeah, we have gone into depth. Is Jake Paul trying to get out of the fight with Tyron Woodley? I think he was trying to change who Tyron Woodley fought in that card, and he was trying to fight like some fucking, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can understand.
He knows he's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, he's gonna get killed.
Dude. The thing is, like, I don't know. Okay, the Paul brothers are doing something great for these fighters, bringing money and stuff like that. I can say that they're doing that for them, and the fighters are underpaid.
Yeah.
When you compare professional fighters to professional football, basketball, baseball players, they're literally getting paid like it's like minimum wage.
I mean,
in comparison,
when the Reebok deal was signed, it really.
Man, they're not allowed to get their own sponsors. That's ridiculous.
These guys are making $10,000 to fucking rest of their life.
So what they're doing when you can go fight a fucking YouTuber for $1 million.
Yeah.
But Tyron would be crazy not to take that shit. And he's like, the thing is, Jake Paul has fought a fucking 5'2" basketball player, another YouTuber, and Ben Askren, who's never fucking thrown a punch in his life. He just fucking wrestles. So I think if he's trying to get out of the fight, he's probably like, fuck, I should probably, because he pissed Tyron Woodley off, and Tyron Woodley's gonna knock his ass out because that's an actual. He's a guy. I don't care his age. No.
The latest boxing thing actually didn't take like it was a bunch of YouTubers fucking fighting. Like I don't know who these guys are. I know Bryce Hall was one of them, maybe. I don't know who the fuck these people are, but whatever. So it was supposed to be like a huge fucking event, and they only sold like 100,000 pay-per-view buys, and they literally they didn't pay. Like the organization which is the guy who owns Triller. He created an organization for this, which he was the one that put on the Ben Askren and Jake Paul fight.
Right, the Triller.
Yeah, he created another company to do this, but now he's not paying these people that fought their wages that they was agreed to beforehand.
Turning into the same shit. Then.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay.
So I mean, like Showtime is obviously like they're a reputable company. They're gonna fucking pay their people.
Oh yeah. No, Showtime they don't have to worry. And that's what the Woodley fight's gonna be on. I believe because that's what the Mayweather one was on too, right? Yeah. Which was that was just like
it was just money grab.
Yeah, that's all that was.
Yeah,
that was all
I mean, a lot of people said that Jake is Logan.
Yeah, it's Logan.
Floyd.
Yeah, that he was knocked out several times, and it looked like
Floyd held him up.
Yeah.
I mean, every time that Floyd landed a power punch, Logan Paul just fucking grabbed onto him and leaned onto him because every single time he actually connected. When he wanted to, he knocked his ass out. But Floyd, I mean, it was still 100% obvious that he was holding back. He was just dodging every single punch that he threw in.
Yeah.
I mean, again, money grab.
Yeah.
Floyd doesn't need the fucking money though.
No.
Floyd's not one that needs.
I mean, we've talked about his reckless spending before,
right?
And that's probably why you do something like this.
I mean. And what brought this to it was basically like the old UFC fighters, like either fighting their last fights, do they want to become a gatekeeper type thing, or are they want to say, okay, I'm retiring and let me go get this quick $1 million and get the same amount that I would get in fucking 5 or 6 UFC fights.
Yeah, like, you're not everyone's gonna be Michael Bisping and come out and be a perfect announcer.
Exactly. Yeah, there's certain people that they have their shit set up and they're within the company forever. They're locked in with Dana and stuff. But there's so many fucking fighters in the UFC. There's like it's like high school, bro. There's the crew. There's like it's all about politics with like the head. They have their group of people and those are their guys.
Yeah.
That's like you don't touch them. They're gonna get what they want. They're gonna do whatever. And then everybody else is just like
even if they're a great fighter.
Exactly. No, even they're Tyron Woodley, for example, before he went on his losing streak, that motherfucker was the champion, and he got no love whatsoever. Like he got no love at all.
I mean, in that last fight, he was throwing bombs.
Dude, that was a crazy fight.
Fuck, like he's like you can realistically say he's still like in the top 10 contention in his division.
Sure.
Like, I could say that. Like, he could
Same
definitely.
age as Stipe, by the way. Just
yeah,
saying.
and
and looks like he could knock any of us out. Like,
I think you're right. With Stipe, the one guy I would like to see him fight, just to see this guy get his ass whooped, is another guy fighting on the Connor card, Greg Hardy.
Yeah.
God, would I love to see Greg Hardy win Saturday, and then put him up against a big opponent like Stipe or something, so that they can just take all their aggression out, because they will beat the living fuck out of that dude. Oh man, that would be so nice to see. How is that man in the UFC?
Yeah. How? And how is he still getting fucking fights? He lost like fucking. He
has like 4 losses.
Like, get the fuck out of here, you garbage.
I don't know if you've seen him compared to his girlfriend, but he is so
Didn't
much.
He like body slam her on a pile of guns or some shit?
It's like the fuck, man.
Yeah. He's like, he did some fucked up shit. He was the NFL player that. Well, he was dominant in the NFL. He was fucking dominant in the
Former
NFL.
Carolina Panther defensive ends, pretty good player.
Like, I know that that's not the only thing he did, but that was one of the big things. Where he took his girlfriend and slammed her on a pile of guns. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the thing that got him kicked out of the NFL, and rightfully so. I mean,
and then he kept doing shit, and then Dana White was like, "Oh, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity."
Telling me too.
Yeah.
Give me money. Fuck off, man.
Sometimes Dana's decisions are fucking funny, but
well,
it is what it is.
Dana can go fuck himself because he's a Boston guy. He's a fucking Red Sox Patriot. So it's the Patriot way. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man.
Oh fucking. I don't know.
Go Lions.
But yeah, Dana needs fucking
100% go Lions.
He needs to pay his guys fucking more money.
It's like you said. They're a professional athlete. Compare when you're comparing these, and it's not just UFC fighters. There's other sports that are underpaid. Like WNBA, like that, those type of things. There's very much underappreciated professional athletes, and they're all putting their body on the line just as much as these other ones, as these others are. Yeah, are some going to get paid more because of their skill set? Absolutely, but this pay is some of these fighters, they pay by their training camp, and then that's their money that they have. They don't have that's it. Like their fight that they get, or their payday pays for their next training camp. Yeah. For a lot of these fighters. Yeah. So it's not like they're making a shit ton of money as a professional athlete, which is crazy to think.
Yeah. Like even the top of the top, Conor McGregor, he's making the most, right?
Right.
He's gonna make the most.
And that's not just from fighting. That's also because he sold himself. And invested in
the liquor, the Scots that he sold.
Right.
But going back to the UFC fighters who aren't making a shit ton of money, you also think no one comes into any fight fully healthy, and you got to think of the medical bills that are adding up.
They don't cover that shit. There's no that's none of that shit's covered. No. All of their health bills, all that shit. It's crazy.
Well, I don't know how much Kyle Usman made or how much he makes, but compare that to a top elite boxer, he ain't making shit. It ain't shit.
Dude, a boxer would make more in one fight. A top tier boxer, a champion boxer, would make more in one fight than Kamaru Usman would make in probably 4 fights. Yeah, it's insane.
It's fucking crazy.
And he's a fucking oh man.
But it is because they have different organizations. Right. I mean, they have 4 or 5, big organizations.
Right. And they allow the boxers are allowed to go out and get sponsors and get how can you do as the UFC that you guys sold for what 4.5 billion, some crazy number, and you're not going to let your athletes go out and try and get sponsors of their own to fucking make their that's
that rebound deal just fucked everything.
Yeah. I don't know. And now it's Venom. I think it's Venom now. They changed it to Venom, which I think they got $5,000 more per fucking fight. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Christ. Yeah. It's oh yeah, look, we fucking gave you guys more money. Get the fuck out of here.
I think it's just a lack of equality in pay in sports. You talk about the women's soccer team, the revenue that they bring in is so fucking much more than the men, and they get paid.
They get paid nothing. Yeah, they get paid
so much less.
It's fucked up.
What the fuck is that?
It's fucked up, and then they do no less work. There's no they do just as much work, and they're doing the same sport. They're playing the same sport. And they're playing
so much better.
And their results are better. Exactly.
And it's what the fuck, man? I don't get that. Now, we are entering the best time in sports because women are being, I don't want to say unleashed, but unleashed, and you see I see WNBA scores going up. they're hitting triple digits now, and like
more women are dunking, fucking nailing threes from the fucking NBA range, and like it's all.
They're told, oh, you're not athletic, so for years and years they're not competing like men, and when they get the opportunity, they're gonna go out and they're gonna show out.
Exactly.
Honestly. And
like you said, what about? You said what? You said what? Yeah. I can do just as good. I can do the same shit. Like it. I agree. There's fuck. I lost my train of thought too, and I had a good point, but I'll think of it. But still. But yeah, it's just there's a lack. Professional athletes. There's. I don't know what I'm looking for, but it's just like the 99% and the 1% type of thing where you have your people that are getting paid outrageous amounts of money, and then you can even break it up by sport. Honestly, you can break it up
baseball,
by sport.
You have contributors that aren't making shit. They're making like $2 million, and they'll get like 25 home runs and put up like 75 RBIs, and that's not a bad season at all.
That's a great season. They're getting paid on a veteran minimum. Yeah, exactly. It's
like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
So what I realize is that this is probably the podcast I'm talking the least. So anytime Mike is here, I start drinking and I can't stop talking. literally, any conversation we have, I just take over. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. One thing, Short Nation, aka Running Short Nation. Just want to make sure
this fucking
I'm representing.
I know if everyone could see what I'm seeing on the bottom.
If I had a large dick,
so
sorry.
So sorry.
Oh my god. But yeah.
It's definitely an issue that needs to be solved soon, or else like who knows what happens with the MMA, like the sport of MMA, because I mean there's gonna be too many people who are having brain damage and issues afterwards that it's not gonna be it just won't be worth it.
I mean
their pay,
this is coming to a point where the fighters are gonna have a say in like
they have to
because
it has to happen.
I could see a strike situation.
Right. They need to form a fighters association. I don't know. I think did they do that?
They need.
I don't know if they did that, but it's not what it needs to be. Like
to get a minimum for people who are fighting on main cards.
If people aren't getting paid right, then guess what? You don't have any fighters.
Yeah.
You're shit out of luck.
I want to bring this up because I saw this yesterday and it kind of shocked me. So there's this Olympic sprint. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This female Olympic sprinter, she was slated to win gold in Tokyo later this month, and she's been suspended 30 days because she tested positive for marijuana. And
now the thing is marijuana a substance? It's enhancing because some people you can say it's enhancing. Okay. I'm just putting that point out there. I'm not in favor.
When she took this, she was not training. This was at her house. This was just leisure time. This was recreational time.
What was the test? Was it a blood test? Was it a hair
follicle? I am not entirely sure.
Oh, okay.
I would imagine a urine test because that's what they do.
So within a recent amount of time.
Yeah,
so
probably 90-day span, 3 months.
Okay.
If this test came back positive during the Olympics, while she was like in the middle of competition, I can see the argument because the Olympic rules are that's just how it is. Like I know that other sports have shown leniency on weed now. Yeah. Like it's like UFC doesn't even like it's it. Like
NFL understands like there are people who are not
instead of painkillers, you can smoke something that's not gonna get like it's something that won't possibly kill you. You know, so if it was mid competition, like if she's in Tokyo and she's fucking like the Olympics are happening and she's testing positive, okay, that's one thing. Can she live her life a little bit?
Yeah,
she in the state that she lives, it might be legal there, or she might have her medical card. Why can't she live her life a little bit? Like she's going through hell training herself, and instead of doing these hardcore drugs, narcotics that could fuck you over in the future to recover, smoke a little bit of weed. You're telling me that they're gonna kick you out of the Olympics for that? Oh my god!
I want to say a couple of points. First of all, the Olympic committee They gave thousands upon thousands of condoms to athletes who are coming into Tokyo because they understand they're gonna fuck.
It's a fuck fest there.
They understand they're gonna fuck. Like you can understand
your hottest prime time.
You can't look past fucking weed. And I'd like to say this. That you could keep testing her and seeing if like it's decreasing.
Exactly.
If it is, by the time like
100%.
At this point, it feels like the same as if they tested for alcohol.
Right. Yeah. That's what. Yeah. And most I know it's not fucking federally, not in the entire country, but it's getting closer and closer to every state just being like, all right. It's legal.
I mean, Oregon has everything legal.
Okay, so my whole I'm completely fine with everyone smoking fucking weed. I don't give a shit. My only contention is that is there a is it enhancing your ability to do something? So if someone doesn't do it and someone does do it, because I think it differs between people, because there are some people that can fucking train. Fucking Diaz brothers, dude. They run fucking marathons high as shit. And I think it helps them, just like they can focus on just doing that. But there's also like psilocybin that's going through too. Like Cowboy Cerrone, or fucking Down Cerrone Cowboy, he microdoses, when he trains, and he's like, I can fucking feel what they're gonna do beforehand, but he can't do it before,
right.
Before a fight or during a fight. But
okay, so my take on that is, and I mean this is just an opinion, but when it comes to weed, okay, maybe in that moment when she's training, whatever, it helps her get through the pain, but it will not affect her performance in any way when it comes to the Olympics.
Okay, so could you use it right, like
I would
the day of, or
I would say there is still rules, right? You got to follow the rules.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the rule is at any time, apparently. But in my opinion, no, I think that if it's mid-competition, if you're about to compete, no, you shouldn't. If you test positive there, that's one thing. And I understand because the Olympic drug testing is very, very stern and strict. Yeah. But she's training for the Olympics and she's trying to recover, like who knows? Like it could have been one recovery that people use it all the time.
Everything has been shut down. Like where's she been able to run, and like how has she been able to train? And like your body's not the same if you can't train like you normally.
And that's why mid competition, day of, you shouldn't smoke it because that will enhance you and help you that day.
Like they say you need to be clean up to a month before.
Right. But which it is a month before. So I mean that's fair.
Yeah,
but
I see that.
I get it. I do get it. But I do think that there should be some type of just fall back, like just like ease, like an ease on it, just especially during the off season when they're training and they're using that as their recovery tool other than fucking painkillers, because that's a huge thing.
Did she know she was going to get tested for marijuana?
Oh
yeah. I mean, Olympic athletes are.
But I mean, I imagine she thought her metabolism's gonna.
Right. Okay, it was probably right. It was probably such a little amount.
I want to know what the test was.
Right. Like, how did it say her levels?
Does it go back 3 months? Does it go back?
Well, weed wouldn't go back a year. Anyways. It just would.
Except hair.
Yeah. Would it go back?
Hair depends on how long the hair is.
7 years.
Yeah. 7 years.
Yeah.
That's why I want to know what the test is, like what it did.
I'm sure it's probably it's.
Blood, I think, goes
you
back
think it's urine?
farther.
Yeah, I think it's urine.
Yeah, it goes back further.
Yeah,
because
blood goes back farther. Urine.
I think at some point they probably do a hair follicle.
Yeah, I mean.
They are whatever the most extreme.
Well, that's bullshit. That's like if she ever smoked.
But the one that she failed probably wasn't a hair follicle. It was probably a urine or blood. Right.
3 month period.
Yeah. But even still, a 3 month period, that's where it's like, okay, come on.
Yeah.
Like she's recovering at that point.
And
if she smoked a joint 3 months ago to recover because she was in so much pain because
she broke something,
like there's
or whatever,
or just like. Or just needed to chill out for a second.
It's crazy that they'd rather have someone to take painkillers.
Right, they would rather that. Like go get prescribed that. But if you get prescribed medical marijuana, that's not okay.
Oh, by the way,
because it's not.
We have Austin's girlfriend Alicia chilling off. I don't know if we introduced. She's just chilling. She's doing it.
Sound like a villain. Have you guys seen Invictus at all? You know what that is? A guy he pretty much,
that sounds familiar.
He was pretty much trying to see what steroids did for biking, and He actually interviewed the Russian doctor who was pretty much in charge of the whole the Russian athlete scandal.
Oh yeah.
How they had the KGB doing this shit.
Wow,
and,
they got him to do this shit. Wow.
Yeah, but, I mean,
the Russian
prize not killed.
If that doctor, he's in the United States.
For
if
sure.
he goes to Russia, he's dead.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm surprised he's alive. Yeah.
No. I mean, they're probably trying to fucking kill him, but like you explain the whole process, and they saw all the tampered, blood, urine samples or whatever. How they actually did it. Use the KGB. You're like fucking Russia,
Dude,
fucking Russia.
Crazy, bro. That's just crazy. They wanted their gold medals, bro. They wanted their shit.
They wanted to be better than us.
Yeah, they wanted to be better than us for sure.
All right. Is Conor winning this fight?
Okay.
It's next weekend.
All right. Listen.
7 days from now.
I'm getting a weird feeling. Not a weird feeling about the fight itself, but I'm getting a weird feeling of the lack of hype. Of this fight. I feel like the people just going through Bleacher Report and stuff like that, like nobody's talking about it, which is really weird because every single Conor fight was covered 2 weeks in advance. They had fucking vlogs and they had press conferences and they had tours and shit. Like it was crazy. Like every fight was like that.
It's kind of resembling like the last fight.
Yeah,
with
Yeah, and I don't know how he's. I know they've had their Twitter beefs, whatever. That's whatever. And I know one of the big things was Dustin Poirier calling him out on not donating to his fundraiser or his fundraiser or his charity.
Charity.
Charity. Foundation. Yeah. And he called him out on Twitter for it. And while he thought it was gonna screw Conor over, like make him look bad, Conor replied with, I've been trying to contact your team. Your team hasn't gotten back to me, so if you guys aren't taking this seriously, then we're not taking it seriously and my money will go elsewhere. And everybody hated on Dustin Poirier at that point, and he never denied that fact, so it obviously happened where they just like figured he was just going to donate the money without doing anything, and he never denied that and issued an apology. So that's like the beef. And I know like he put out, I'm looking for blood and guts. I want an all-out war. And Conor's talking shit like, but I need to see I want to see what the press conference is gonna be like. I want to see what Conor we're getting. Obviously he's gonna learn from those leg kicks. He's not gonna let him kick him.
That was terrible.
I think okay. So my thing is, I think what Poirier's plan is, no matter what's Conor's weakness in every fight? He gasses out.
Yep.
He gasses out, and if he's in trouble, he gives up.
Yeah.
He as soon as he gets flustered, he gives up.
Yeah.
So Poirier is he's gonna play the long game. Yeah. Why wouldn't you play the long game? Take your distance, throw some takedowns in there. Go for the leg kick. He's gonna do all of that shit, and he is going to try and take a moment where Conor is gassed out a bit or he's flustered a bit. And that could really, really come because that obviously Conor has not shown that he can get past that, which is scary.
Poirier's gonna throw those low leg kicks and try to take away that power.
Yeah, and I think that those won't. I don't think that those will be the deciding factor in this fight. Conor's obviously gonna focus. Like
he's been focusing. He had to have been focusing on his training camp.
It fucked him up. He couldn't walk. He couldn't walk.
I can imagine. I literally can imagine.
And also, I want to give props to Dustin Poirier because he went from since he fought Conor McGregor to where he is now. That man's resume is fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Gagey, Alvarez, Tony Ferguson, Max Holloway twice.
That division's fucked.
He beat Holloway twice. Like he had Khabib in a guillotine. Was it him that had it? He had Khabib in a guillotine. Everybody was freaking out. If it wasn't Khabib, anybody other than Khabib would not have gotten out of that choke.
Khabib is just fucking a different human. He just fucked his head out like nothing.
Poirier has really I'm impressed by him, and I watching him, hearing him talk and stuff, I have grown to like him. He is I respect him for sure as a fighter. He's shown a lot. Conor doesn't lose his trilogy fights.
Yeah, I think
Conor is not gonna lose his trilogy fight. I'm telling you. What happened when he lost to Nate Diaz? And I know that it was a close fight, but he fucking he threw his heart into that fucking second fight, and he made sure that he didn't lose that. I think that I guess he hasn't really had a trilogy fight. I shouldn't say he's not going to lose his trilogy fight, but I think that I don't to the same person. Yeah, he's not going to lose back to back to the same person. He has the right coaches. He has the right mindset. I think that he needs to bring out that cockiness again. because that's what helped him. And even if it doesn't even if you have an opponent that the trash talking doesn't get to, the confidence in the octagon and like during fight week, no matter what, will get in that person's head a little bit. Like what does he know that I don't? What does he have that I don't? Like in your mind, that's what you're gonna think.
And even if his direct cockiness doesn't mess with you, what it does to your audience and what they're saying
exactly
in the whole
right
verse.
Just exactly. So Conor has all of these things that made him who he was and got him as far as he did. He needs to bring that. I know he had his humble moment with Khabib and like he tried to stay calm and whatever, but that's not him at his best.
Yeah.
Him at his best is being a cocky, arrogant fuck.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. He does that to a T. He does that better than there's nobody better than him at doing it. Like
that's the Conor who knocked out Jose Aldo
in 13 seconds.
Yeah.
The man who had like what seemed to be unbeatable in 13 seconds was knocked out because he went in there and was like, I'm the shit. You're nothing.
You're an old man.
And he came and chased after him because he was so mad and so angry. Pop, one shot. That was it. Conor is the best at what he does when he's doing that, and I think he needs to bring that back to have a chance in this fight and to have one more like little run. Because if he loses this fight, I don't know.
Yeah.
He loses his fight.
He's gonna still have a few more fights.
He will have some fights
for
money. He'll have some fights for money, but that's gonna be it. He wins this fight. He wins this fight. He goes and fights for the belt, and if he wins the belt, he'll stay until he loses his belt.
I'm kind of curious to see his post-fight career because I really think he's going to be
he's gonna make an actor. He's gonna make some fucking money.
I think it's amazing.
Like an announcer, so like a commentator.
Literally, the first thing I thought of when you said actor was Kingsman series. Yeah. Like, dude, he would be the perfect Kingsman. Dude.
Oh, that would be great. King Arthur, Charlie Hunnam, played him. And you can tell, like he even said it. He said he based it off of Conor, and then you watch it, and it's literally he's acting as Conor McGregor. It's amazing, dude. Yeah, he's a great. I love Charlie Hunnam.
I wonder, this would be an interesting film idea. What would the Irish Kingsman be? Because we have statesmen in the States.
Yes.
What would the Irish? Would it be like a civil war? Would it be like a civil? Because England and Ireland have always been in each other, especially Northern Ireland. Would it be like? Would they have like an opposing group that they would fight? Conor would be the big bad in that movie. Like that'd be so sick.
That would be amazing.
And his whiskey could be.
He actually did sell that. He sold his whiskey company, which is another smart move on him, and that's why he is #1 on Forbes as the highest paid athlete in 2021, whatever. That's like he's smart. He's not just. He knows that the fighting is not going to last forever, and I mean, obviously, it's showing. He's lost. Yeah. I think he will be an actor. I think he will maybe not become a commentator, but I think he will be involved in starting his own promotion. He's already in works with that, anyways. I think it will. I mean,
happen. Doesn't he own a piece of the UFC? Like he has.
There's something like that where they have he has some rights in there and stuff. I don't think it'll be UFC though after. I don't think.
I mean, he'd have to sell it because I'm pretty sure within the contract would be.
Yeah, right. He would need to. Right. He would have to sell out of that, but that's. I don't think his post-fight career will be in the UFC. Could it be in fighting, boxing? Yeah, absolutely.
Boxing,
even being a promoter for boxing,
maybe.
And he will do his random fights like Floyd does. Floyd still makes his money. But that's the future. I mean, that's still. I still do think he says he wants to fight a good amount longer.
I mean, we didn't even discuss this as a possibility, but what if he becomes like a Greg Jackson type and
becomes a coach? Yeah, I could see that. I can absolutely see that. Even especially having two boys.
Yeah.
If his boys want to fight, he will be their coach. He will be their coach. Yeah.
Setting up something.
But Kavanaugh is another. Like I don't think he would ever try and overtake Kavanaugh. I think that he would work with Kavanaugh. Yeah. Like Winkle John and Mike Jackson type of thing. Yeah. I like that. Commentator, acting.
I mean, he has such a versatile skill set that he is set regardless.
I think acting is a given. I really do think acting. I think eventually he will get into acting. He unscripted just fucking.
Yeah.
made himself a fucking billionaire, you know, or a millionaire, not billionaire, but you know what I meant.
The Uriah Faber season of the Ultimate Fighter was the most entertaining thing in the world.
Fucking snake in the grass.
And he called that shit too.
He
actually was a snake in the grass. He actually was.
Fucking TJ
Dillashaw on steroids.
Snake in the grass.
He literally right after that season left that team, went to somebody else, got caught for steroids. This fucking Connor called that shit.
He's so crap.
Fucking Mystic Mac, bro. I predict these things, bro. Oh man. But anyways, prediction for the fight. I do think it's a war, and I think it is a TKO win for Conor McGregor in the second round.
Yeah, it has to be win on the first two rounds. If he doesn't do that,
if it goes later, it's Poirier's gonna take it.
Dude,
decision. Poirier's gonna have to dominate because Conor has that pull. Unless if it's a close back and forth fight, Conor's getting the win.
Because like what you said. You have the 1% that's sitting there, and it's like if it's a close fight,
give it to the moneymaker, so that we can sell our next event for just as much, for even more. You know, they are praying, and like Dana White needs Conor to win this fight.
Yeah.
He needs him to. He's like, please, Conor, win this fight because I need you to make me a bunch of fucking money. I
want to say this: Max Holloway twice. He beat Max Holloway twice.
That's scary, dude.
You don't do that.
That's scary.
No one does that.
Yeah, okay? and when Conor beat Max, Max was very young. He was very young, and Poirier beat Max twice in his prime.
Yeah.
So Poirier has fought the best and has beaten the best.
Like this is gonna be a straight up war.
The other thing is, if Conor goes on to win this fight, I hate to say it, but if he fights Oliveira, he's fucked. He will submit him. He will submit him. Yeah. That's my issue. Like, if Conor doesn't knock him out before he's taken down, it's over. Because Oliveira's a fucking snake, bro.
Does Conor fight southpaw?
Both. Oh yeah. Well, no. He is a southpaw.
Yeah.
His left hand is dominant.
Well, he switches. I mean, he switches.
He does switch, but that left hand was why he ran the 145 division. Yeah, because it was too powerful.
Straight left is just fucking all the power into it.
Honestly, those head kicks.
If he was still at 145, he would be just as dominant and probably wouldn't have lost.
Cutting down that weight.
He was unhealthy.
Yeah,
it was probably killing him. Yeah,
he looks so fucked.
So
it's like Anthony.
Yeah, it was probably literally taking so much from him that he just couldn't. Because if he was still in that weight class, he would be knocking people out. Still.
I can't imagine. Like
easily.
Like people are like crying when they're cutting that weight.
Man.
Like fucking 30. Imagine cutting 30 pounds. Fucking
dude, fucking Max. Holloway, when he was offered the Khabib fight and took it, he tried to cut like 38 pounds in like 48 hours.
Dude,
he completely failed. He just completely. He's like, nope, can't do it.
Fuck, dude. I mean, like, realistically, you know, we could cut 30 pounds, you know, and we'd be crying.
Yeah,
like, crying like fucking babies in Cal State.
I just can't even imagine that. Like,
and these guys do it fucking every fucking
you're just
2
putting
months.
Sweatsuits and sweatsuits and
5 pounds into it.
Fuck, man. I did it for wrestling, and I cut 15 pounds in like a week, and that was horrible. That was fucking horrible, and it was water weight. I was like, what the fuck is this? It didn't matter. I didn't get down to fucking 215. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
That's why a lot of people are starting to move up and just, you know, like they're fighting at weight. They just fight at weight. They don't have to cut shit.
I mean,
they'll take the size disadvantage, you know.
He's saying that, you know, hydration test and, you know, fight your fucking weight, and I think that's dude.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it's so much healthier, and everybody would be fighting the right weight.
Yeah.
Like you would be fighting the right
weight.
Yeah, like there is differences where like somebody doesn't cut it all, and then another dude is gaining 25 to 30 pounds before their fight back. From after cutting those pounds.
I mean,
that's a huge size difference. It's huge.
Like Anthony Johnson, he's one of the dude. When he cut down to 170, oh my god, how the fuck did he do that?
I don't even know how. That dude is a monster of a human being and cut down to 170 pounds.
Had like no body fat on him. It's just all muscle. It's like what?
He literally, if he touched somebody on the chin, they knocked him out because he was a heavyweight. He was a heavyweight.
It was so fucked. Oh my god.
That dude, I think he came back and fought in Bellator.
I just thought he got a knockout recently.
Yeah, he won. He knocked the dude out.
Fuck, man.
Because I know
he wants to start his own
weed business, dispensary business. Yeah, like Calvin Johnson did.
Yeah.
Fucking Calvin. The Lions, listen, what they need to do, and I don't know why, with this new GM, why they haven't done this, and if I was going to be the GM of the Lions, the first thing I would do is give Calvin Johnson his money back and hire him as a spokesperson.
It sounds as if they're working towards it, and it sounds like Calvin is truly mad because it's not just a point. It's not just a case of here's your money back, come be a spokesman for us. Because he's like,
I mean, it's like Sheila would have to do that,
but they have the right people there to bring him back
into the fold
and make it right.
Yeah.
Because do I love this staff that they have brought in. I love this staff.
Dan Campbell is a football guy.
Oh,
like,
I love it.
He is a player's coach all the way. All the way.
I really, this is going to be another unpopular take. People are saying the Lions are going to be the worst team in the NFL.
Oh, no.
I don't think that's the case, guys. So, I think the Lions are going to be better than last year.
Yeah, I think we're above 500.
I think so. I don't think, and it sucks because I was so excited about when it initially happened.
Yeah.
I was ecstatic about the Patricia hire. Okay.
Yeah.
When it first happened, not thinking about anything that happened afterwards. I was ecstatic to have both of those guys. I was like, fuck yes, we're finally gonna, and. We watched. Well, I know it is, but there was a difference here. Yeah, but there was a difference though when I first saw him coach one game, and I saw 100% zero emotion out of that man, looking clueless. I'm like, okay, so he's not a head coach.
Yeah,
he's not a head coach.
Just give him an emotional look right now.
Yeah,
just look at the camera and emotionally look. I mean, you look exactly like him. Like actually, actually looks like him.
He ate his beard.
Yeah. His beard.
And he always just looked like
gumpy fuck.
Disinterested in everything.
Like,
something
happened.
And I know like that this part isn't his fault, but like his voice. He sounds like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Okay? I know that's not his fault, but as a head coach, you need that voice, bro. You need that voice.
You need to assert yourself.
Like Dan freaking Campbell, dude.
And listen, when you have former players getting abused for that, I mean, Darius Slay got traded because he just did not like.
He did not like Patricia.
And like
Kenny Galladay was like, fuck the Lions. I'm going somewhere else because I don't like you guys. He offered them just as much. The same contract before it even went to free agency. But I think it was more.
I'm pretty sure.
He's like, I don't like you guys. I'm not going to play for you guys. Yeah, I'm not.
He didn't have the locker room, that's the number one thing you have to have is the locker room.
And that's people want to come to Detroit now. Like people are wanting to come. Jamal Williams is a dude that I am so excited for because he is showing so much emotion and just like he's so pumped up and is just getting everybody else hyped up and it makes people want to come. It's contagious, man. It's like, all right, these coaches were all players before. They know what it's like. They're gonna put us through what they went through to make us better, and they understand what we went through. That was Dan Campbell. What he said, he was like, "I'm not here to baby these guys. I'm here to treat them like men. I'm not here to treat you like kids. I'm here to treat you like men." And they're gonna respect him for that. And they're going to play for him because of that.
Former player, by the way. Former Detroit Lion was on the 0-16 team. Understands the city.
He knows this. And it's not just him. He hired an entire coaching staff full of guys who understand. They were all players that get it. They went through the shit.
I'd like to say that we have an offensive coordinator, former running back, former head coach.
Our offensive coordinator should be a head coach.
Should be a head coach.
I don't know why he was fired.
I don't understand it.
But he was doing just fine in San Diego, or in LA. Sorry. But Anthony Lynn should be a fucking head coach somewhere. That's a steal of an offensive coordinator.
This team in 2021 is going to look drastically different than what we've seen the last decade.
You're just going to see hustle and excitement and hype.
Yeah. Did you watch the draft? How they when they were drafting who they wanted to get? They were excited.
Remember when I sent Paul the video because he was. And just started clapping and was all loud. They were freaking out.
I love when your GM does that and just loves who he gets. And we're going to be a physical team, pounding the football, getting back to old.
Dude, our backfield, our offensive line is one of the best in the NFL.
We have 3 positions on the offensive line just set.
Yep.
Wide receivers. That's where we're lacking.
Yeah. I mean that. If you have a good run game with a good offensive line, guess what? All you need is an average receiver.
Yeah.
You don't need no fucking star receiver. Tom Brady did it with fucking how many? I know it's Tom Brady. I know. I get it. Okay. How about Dallas though? Dallas as an offensive line, they I'm trying to think. Was Amari Cooper there when they had the number 1 offensive line, when they were really good.
I think it was
Amari Cooper was not there yet.
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty sure it was 2016, 2016.
So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got
Oakland.
traded 2018, middle of 2018.
So yeah, so Dallas. I mean, they didn't have. They had Dez, but he was old.
Yeah.
When you have an offensive line that
dominate the line,
right, and it forces the other team to focus on the run game a little bit,
and that opens up the play action for Jared Goff, who wasn't horrible when you're throwing against 8-man boxes, and you're like, okay, he's a receiver. Oh, I can throw that.
Didn't Jared Goff already do this with Todd Gurley in that season where they had the amazing run game? He didn't have to do shit.
Yeah, we didn't have to do shit.
He gave the ground with fucking.
We didn't even say DeAndre Swift, who is I think going to take a huge step up.
Huge step, and then Jamal Williams is going to only make him better.
Yep.
Keep watching.
Didn't they bring Gurley in? Didn't they bring Gurley in for a visit?
Yeah, that would have been fucking
That would have been awesome, actually, because Goff and Gurley work well together. They just do. But I think that the biggest key on the offense, receiver-wise, Hockenson. I think that Goff is going to be in love with TJ.
I think the problem with Hockenson is that Matt Stafford threw the ball like fucking darts.
It
hurt to catch
the
ball.
But he likes that shit.
Yeah.
Hockenson can take that shit.
I
love that Hockenson will actually take a hit. God damn, Ebron and fucking, oh my god, all these guys who just are like, oh, I'm just gonna stop and fall down or go out of bounds. No, Hockenson will just fucking run you over. I love it.
Yeah.
I think that he will be a dominant part.
It has to go through Hockenson.
And with the coaching staff that we have on our defense, how can our defense be worse than last year? It can't be.
No, it can't.
It can't be.
I mean, no, there's just no way. I mean, are we going into 4-3? I believe we are.
So it would be. So we would have Flowers.
Hand, I believe.
Oh yeah, Hand. We don't have fucking. What's it called anymore? Right, the guy that we traded for.
Danny Shelton?
No, I know we don't have him, but the dude, oh my god, dude, I'm so pissed off that he's originally from the Vikings, and then he went.
Oh, Linval Joseph?
Nope.
No?
The fucking dominant defensive end that we traded for and we got him from Dallas.
That was Linval. Wasn't that Linval Joseph?
Oh my god,
dude, he was a dominant force for the Vikings. He was a dominant force for the Vikings.
I could have sworn it was.
You want to search up, like what are we Googling?
Just look up the Detroit Lions 2020.
Everson Griffin.
Everson Griffin. Thank you. Fuck me. God, I couldn't let that go.
He was 32 at the time, to be fair to him. But we drafted that guy.
Oh yeah, we drafted the dude. Yeah.
The dude from Washington, who I think was the best. The interior defensive lineman.
And we got him in the second round, right?
And we got him in the second round. He reminds me of Aaron Donald. I'm not saying he's Aaron Donald, but his first step quickness is Aaron Donald.
Dude, if you're comparing him at all to Aaron Donald, even if he's a little bit of Aaron Donald, I will take that.
He does not have that top end speed like when he's open.
That's fine.
But he has power and that first step quickness that is scary.
Why am I blanking on our defensive line though? I could have swore that we had another name that I know. Like,
so I just want to point this out. Aaron Donald's the perfect man. He's the perfect, like he like literally just built like a fucking machine. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy because he looks like he has a bunch of fat on him and he's just a straight brick wall of muscle.
Like yeah. I saw him do he's doing like fucking 400 fucking pound squats, just like nothing, just fucking ripping through it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's his fucking reps at 20. Yeah.
And it's like perfect, the best technique I've ever seen ever. His when he hits air, he bends towards the ball. Hits air, bends towards the ball. He just sniffs out everything like nothing. He's a fucking perfect man. He's a perfect man. That's fucking ridiculous.
That team is scary, but it could also not work. Like there's a chance that
they have Stafford though. They're loving Stafford.
Yeah. I mean, but what else do you expect? Do you think they're gonna be like, he looks like shit?
But fuck, they're gonna.
I know. Okay.
He's so fucking good. He's so fucking good.
All right, I love Matthew Stafford. I know there's a lot of fucking haters. I know there was a lot of haters, but he only showed love to Detroit. That's first off.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We traded for Michael Brockers.
Michael Brockers, that's what it was.
That guy,
I knew that there was something.
That guy is going to have a mentality on the defense.
And we got him for nothing. Got him for nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yep. And I think our number one pick last year,
Akuda. Jeff
Akuda is gonna do a lot. He's gonna thrive with this. I think that the coaches basically were like, go out on the field and play. Yeah. That's what they did. Yeah, they didn't coach him.
No, they didn't.
They didn't coach him.
They really didn't.
This defensive coordinator that we have, he was the Saints defensive back coach, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let him give him a season.
I mean, he's worked with.
Because I mean, the dude, he was highly touted for. He went top 5 for a reason. Like he was expected to go top 5, whether it be the Lions or not.
Honestly, put him in man coverage. Put him in man coverage and just watch the improvement. I like the guy. I like him as a person.
I'm really excited to see the schemes and like this actual like throw some blitzes at some people and don't fucking just play a fucking.
I think we're gonna alternate between the 4-3 and the 3-4.
Just do it all, switch it all up, go crazy with it. Like
depending on the situation.
And Dan Campbell basically already said like. His offense coordinator's calling the fucking offense. His defense coordinator's calling the defense, and I'm coaching these motherfuckers. Yeah. Like he's not gonna step over and like let Anthony Lynn do what he does. Anthony Lynn's a fantastic coach. What is our defense coordinator's name? It's I can't think of it.
I think it's Glenn.
Yeah. Oh, Rick Glenn. Rick Glenn. Yeah, Rick Glenn. Yeah.
Too fast. They're too fast. Yeah.
Paul's like human Google.
Yeah, I really like him. I just like the whole coaching staff. Staley. That's who Dan Campbell is saying. He's the next one to go as a head coach, right? Yeah. He's our running back coach. Is that what it is? Yeah.
It's really exciting to be excited about Lions football.
I just want to see a coach that'll fucking stand up for their team. Yeah. Go up to the referee and fucking scream in their face for once because we get fucking screwed so much.
I mean,
like, stand up for us. You're a head coach. Do it. I mean, he's going to.
Like, Stafford was the only one doing that last year, and he was yelling at fucking Patricia. And you have to yell at the fucking head coach to say, hey, you're not fucking doing your fucking job.
To go back on Stafford, I love Stafford so much, and it's really going to be hard to see him play for a different team. Yeah. Like I said, all love for Detroit. He even said like this will always be his home, which is so cool.
And they're always like, he had his kids here. His
wife went through the shit that she went through here. This is his home, which is really cool. And like aren't they keeping their house? I think they're keeping their house.
Dude, he is.
Because it was originally up for sale, and I think they took it off.
It was up for sale for so much.
Yes, so much, and they took it off because they're like, we want to place here. Because they're gonna come back here. They're gonna come back here because that's
like they understand.
It's really cool.
We as a fan base, we love him. Like if you hear 97.1 ticket Blenny talk. I mean he goes off on Stafford. He's like, I think he's a stats guy, but like.
He respects him. He has the respect for him.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people. But a lot of people
is one of the toughest motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Now, how many injuries did that motherfucker
dude,
have?
Like broken ribs and shit. He's like, I'm going back on the
field. I'm going in. If I can move, then I can play.
Week 10 of his rookie season against the Browns. We're 2-9.
The greatest mic'd up moment in history.
We're 2-9.
The greatest mic'd up moment.
He can't move his left arm.
God, what a moment.
Dude can't move his left arm. Decides, I'm going back on the field. No, I'm going back on the field. You're not stopping me from going back. I'm going back on the field and throwing this touchdown.
I can throw it with a fucking shoulder that's not there anymore. It's just out of the place of dangling.
I got this. I got
touchdown.
I got this.
That was one of the greatest mic'd up moments.
And his arm is still ridiculous. He can throw.
He can just launch it. He can just launch it. He can throw it as long as pretty much anybody in the NFL.
I would like to see him, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen.
I'm a Josh Allen dick rider.
Oh my God!
Fuck, he's gonna win me the league this year, baby. Fucking get out of here, dog.
Oh my God, we have a champion here.
Fuck out of here.
We have a champion.
Here. Damn.
Our
three-peat
champion making us males look like fucking inferior. We're putting one short
fucking
at this point because
it's just crazy.
No, it is honest fucking.
Can't even call it a fluke at this point. It's been 3 years in a row, bro. Like it's
Didn't found McCaffrey.
Yeah, without McCaffrey.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
Wire.
Jesus Christ. But I don't think Hard Knocks has been picked yet.
Yes, it has been picked.
It's not the Lions.
It has been picked.
Who is it?
It is the Dallas Cowboys.
Really?
I was going to bring this up.
Dak coming back?
Yes, I'm really excited about this because everyone is saying Dak Prescott is going to come back and be a fucking monster.
He was tearing it up.
And now you have Lamb, you have a more improved offensive line, you have Zeke come back healthy, you have Cooper coming back healthy, you have Gallup there. I mean, this offense is going to be ridiculous. That defense needs to get better, but it's going to get better.
Quite honestly, I think if Dak was healthy if he didn't break his fucking ankle, I think Jordan wins the league because he was getting him 50 points a fucking game.
Yeah.
He was getting literally 50 points a game, no fucking problem.
If Jordan made the playoffs, he probably would have won, right?
Yeah. Dallas spent
crazy.
Every single one of their picks on defense. They knew exactly what they needed, and they went out and got it. And I love what they did. They said, we need a replacement for Sean Lee. Let's go get Micah Parsons from Penn State.
Yeah, that was a great pick, yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared about this guy's attitude, but there's so much leadership.
I think that's why the Lions didn't pick him. So, I mean, but besides the fact that Sewell dropped to us, that was not expected because he was top 5 talent for sure. I think that I still don't think that we would have taken Micah Parsons. Because
honestly, I going back to Penal Sewell, really just quickly, I don't know if you guys know who Anthony Munoz is, but he's the greatest left tackle ever played football.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Guy ran 7 to 10 miles every single week, offensive lineman. And he did this because they were in a West Coast offense in Cincinnati. And I was just so surprised because all the tape I see of Penei Sewell just reminds me so much of oh my God.
Losing train of thought there?
Yes, I am. I'm a former... But... It does. It just does.
He's already in there putting in the work.
Anthony Munoz. Anthony Munoz. Of Anthony Munoz.
You're saying he reminds you of the greatest left tackle of all time.
I honestly, the technique is a little sloppy, but that's he's gonna clean that up. He's gonna clean that up.
Coaching. Man. They have a good offensive line coach. They have I don't know. It's just. He's already showing that he's willing to put in the work. That's all it takes. When you have his skill set, his body type, if you put in the work, you're gonna be a dominant offensive lineman. And goddamn, our offensive line is gonna be amazing. It's so exciting to think about how
this is like Dallas with fucking whatever. Fucking DeMarco Murray, fucking
dude. It didn't matter the running back they had. You gave him the ball, and the offensive line was blocking for you, and that was it. It was crazy. It was DeMarco. I'm not taking anything away from DeMarco. He was great. But when DeMarco got hurt, their backup, Davis McFadden, went right in and did the same thing. Fucking the dude who got arrested on burglary charges or whatever went in and did the same thing. It didn't matter who it was. It was you have an offensive line like that, it makes a difference, and then it opens up the pass game and the play action, which is Goff's fucking. That's his butter. His bread and butter.
That's where he got that $100 million deal.
You can't say you can't be that disappointed in getting Goff in return when the man's been to a Super Bowl. Period. He's been to a Super Bowl. Period.
Yeah.
He had to have done something right. You can't have a fucking terrible quarterback. Complete shit quarterback that does nothing for you and make it to the Super Bowl. It's just not
that offense was so good that year.
Who was the 2000 Ravens quarterback?
Trent Dilfer.
Okay, so again, not a fucking complete trash quarterback.
No.
Even if
Former
you have
first-round pick in 1994.
even if you have the greatest defense, you still need somebody calling the shots. Out there, running the team, that's gonna do something right. You can't have a shitty quarterback and expect to make it to the Super Bowl. So Goff did something right there. Goff is not just throwing I think that Goff could thrive, and if he doesn't, then we have the draft picks to replace him.
Yes,
it's I think we're set up beautifully. That's one Detroit team that we're set up with, and the other Detroit team, the Pistons got the number 1 pick, bro. That's fucking exciting. We've never done that. We've never won the lottery.
Yeah.
So I think that if we draft Cade Cunningham, I don't know if you guys know much about him, but I think that he's going to become a star immediately. Just saying. So that's just another exciting thing for Detroit sports. The Red Wings got Eiserman. We're building the young guy. The Tigers. Everything is looking. It's finally starting to come along. Our rebuilds are finally starting to show something.
What if in 5 years we have 4 good teams?
Like how Tampa Bay or Tampa Bay. What Tampa Bay almost had 3 champions this year, right? They had the Lightning, the Rays. Did they make it? I think the Rays made it, but they didn't win. No. And then Tampa, the Bucks won. It's They almost had it would be so awesome.
It'd be so
it would be like Detroit when they had fucking Red Wings. Well, there was that, and then there was the Red Wings and Going to Work Pistons with Benoit. Those were such good moments. But 2011, the Lions were actually good too.
Yeah, the Lions.
So there's been some good moments, and it finally seems like okay, everything was at a very, very, very like it was in an extreme low for Detroit sports in general. Well, even when you count college sports, like it was just overall just not looking good. And finally, after a couple of years with the rebuildings, finally doing the right things instead of trying to spend a bunch of money here and doing this and trying to be good now. Work your way up, get young people, build your core, get the right people around them to coach them. And it finally looks like all of our sports teams are going to be getting better and better and better and better. So let's hope. Let's hope. Because God, I love my Detroit sports.
We need it so bad.
We really do.
So
we really do. Because
depressing,
it's hard to watch. Like, because hockey's not my number one.
No,
it's a playoff sport. Same with
baseball. It's a playoff sport
so
unless the Red Wings are dominant. If the Red Wings are dominant, I want to watch them play all the time because it's just so much fun to see them play. That I remember coming over.
So much fun.
Oh,
hockey's so much fun.
Yeah, it is. Especially the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, the playoffs are unreal. It's unreal.
Boom. Like baseball's hard to watch.
Oh my God.
Baseball is hard to watch too.
You're like.
I fucking love watching baseball. Here's why I love watching baseball. It's because you can have in-depth conversations.
Yes.
Like
you don't have to be extremely 100% focused. And also like playing baseball too, it makes you respect it more, understand it more.
Like golf, I'd much rather watch golf than baseball because I love golf.
Right.
But okay, watching a playoff game of baseball that gets my heart rate.
Dude,
We're on the plate, fucking striking out pitches. You're like,
from the first inning to the 9th inning, you are fully invested. Yeah. It's awesome.
That rookie that came up, or I don't know, whatever, but he was throwing up from the I felt so bad for him. He's like, you're like, fuck, dude.
No, yeah, I mean,
so bad, man. I know the pain.
And I mean, like anything playoffs is gonna be exciting no matter what. But like when your team is good,
so much fun in the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know.
But like I've been to a Tigers game, just a regular Tigers game. And
Going to Tigers games, I fucking love it. I think the atmosphere is as long as the weather is not fucking blasting sun in your face.
People.
That's perfect.
But there was
3 people. It was
you have to drink. You have to drink. Unless you have to play off, then I'm not.
You just have to enjoy the experience. Enjoy the atmosphere. Get what you want to get there. If you smell some roasted almonds and you want to get them, get them. If you want to eat this food, get them. Yeah, like just enjoy yourself, and it's just a great time. Same thing. Like I think with football games, they're fun. Tailgating is more fun.
Oh yeah.
Like tailgating.
I love football games.
I love them too. I'm not. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying is the tailgating is so much. It's the whole. It's okay. I shouldn't even say tailgating is more fun. I should say the whole experience going to a football game where you get to tailgate, you go to the game, and you tailgate some more. That experience in general is awesome.
Yeah.
Now
because it just whips your boys.
Yeah, and they just haven't. Yeah, it's just.
So is TV kind of making some sports obsolete? Because I've heard actually watching a football game on TV is way more kind of entertaining if you're really into the game.
So I think honestly it has a big part to do with where you sit.
Yeah.
Because if you're in a good spot where you can see that game,
50-yard line, you're like,
dude,
okay, game
like
over.
there is enough. Like the only thing you don't have that's always a good thing to have is commentators. But if you have a good seat and you can tell exactly what's going on every play, it's honestly like, I just think about going to a fucking high school game. Like but times
content.
Right.
Time.
You're all like, if there's a low point, you get out fucking like there's things. I get that, but and you know for us being the Lions and our history, God damn, is Ford Field loud, bro. Yeah. Ford Field is loud as shit. We have some
you
want
to see
fans.
A playoff atmosphere.
Man, I cannot
watch
wait.
the Lions get a home field playoff game and see
Ford
Field is. Because I think we would start a fucking earthquake. We would start an earthquake.
It would be insane.
There's going to be like 1,000 band homes, you know? Detroit just fucking burning. Just like the firefighters, like, we can't put these out.
If Detroit makes it to the Super Bowl, it's riot. It's riot.
If they win the Super Bowl, Detroit's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
If Buffalo wins, same fucking thing.
Buffalo might be worse.
They are
Buffalo
crazy.
might be worse.
I would
Buffalo,
love to go tailgate at a Buffalo game.
The Bills Mafia are crazy.
I would wear a Josh Allen jersey.
I would never want to go in playing against Buffalo in their stadium.
Yeah,
Never.
no, don't wear a jersey there.
Stadium, utterly
Even if I,
even
if I went to a Buffalo Bills game against the Detroit Lions in Buffalo as a Detroit Lions fan, I'd still wear a Buffalo shirt.
100%.
I would never even consider.
That's how you die.
Yeah,
That's how you die.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ, they are fucking insane. I mean, in the good way, you know, like
it's
crazy.
awesome. I love the crazy fans.
I think all of us that like Detroit can like sympathize with Buffalo
and say
like
sympathize with
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
they do. Yeah, we understand.
They're the quote unquote shitty part of New York.
Right,
like,
they get it. We get each other.
Yeah,
we
understand.
They're the AFC version of us. You know, like it's just like it's
and
cool.
it's so nice to see them have success and have a young quarterback. I love Josh Allen from the get go.
Dude, this man right here. I'm just saying something. If any NFL scouts or like college scouts or anything like coaches or something are watching this, this man needs to be a scout for the NFL because he has called so many draft picks who were not high draft picks, and he said exactly what was going to happen and who they were going to become, and it's happened. Darius Slay, you called that shit. What was he, a third or fourth round pick?
He was a second round pick.
Second round pick. But from the get go, Paul, you were always like, this man will be. Okay, you said that. Josh Allen, I remember you showing me his highlight tape.
It's insane.
You have called that since he was at Wyoming. Who the fuck watches Wyoming? You knew, and you knew he was going to become that. Like, I'm telling you, this man has a fucking eye for talent. He just does. It's just how it is.
It's insane how many completions he had to Tanner Gentry, who ended up getting Bears training camp, but didn't make much of a career. I'm pretty sure he's out of the league now. It was just insane. Like, he'd scramble out left, and he'd just chuck it back right.
In the most awkward position, and somehow goes, and it's perfectly landed.
Like, what is that? What the fuck is that?
Even some of the NFL plays, the plays that he's made in the NFL are...
His scrambling ability and be able to shake off a tackle, because he's so big. He doesn't look as big as he is. He looks like a baby.
He's what? He's 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah, he has to go
6'5".
He has to go the beard to look like a man.
Yeah.
He looks like
a child. Yeah, he does. He looks like
a kid. But man, he's shaking off fucking full-grown men.
He's doing things that people, when people see college footage like that, they're like, well, they would never be able to do that in the NFL. Guess what? He's doing it. He's doing it in the NFL.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
He's doing it.
They went to an AFC championship, and you're not going to beat the Chiefs. I'm sorry, you're not going to beat the Chiefs.
And Stephon Diggs, man, he showed that. All right, well, he's.
You guys got those Buffalo keepers.
God, man, yeah.
I was every single mock draft. I fucking did.
Oh yeah.
Stephon Diggs. I took Stephon Diggs in the 12th round, and I didn't take him in a fucking draft. And of course, this fucking guy did. And I'm like,
what a steal that was. That was that's I don't know. That's
the
Bills. Man. The team that the team of the AFC that I really wish wasn't on the come up and is going to to be really good are the Browns, man.
Yeah, man. The Browns,
I love the players so much.
I do
Nick
too.
Chubb is amazing.
I do too.
Baker Mayfield,
yeah,
I love him.
Nick Chubb had 10 touchdowns in as many games last year.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's
I love the squad. I just hate the team. Yeah. You know, I hate.
Fuck Ohio.
Fuck Ohio.
We talk so much shit.
We talk so much shit about Ohio because it's a garbage fucking state with garbage fucking people. And your main fucking football team, their mascot's a fucking nut. You can go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, Ohio. Go take your fucking dick, remove it from your fucking anatomy, and shove up your own fucking ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we wanted to.
I'm so sorry, I forgot about that.
We don't care about the Mexicans, take that wall down, and then we're gonna put that around Ohio because it's such a garbage state. I mean,
we love New Mexico. You gave us tacos.
Yeah, exactly. What is Ohio giving us? Just like the football.
I don't know what they're giving us. What are they giving us?
Football, but that's.
I mean, we wanted to build a little airport.
They take everything from us. Oh, you guys have fucking Coney dogs now. Oh, you guys have fucking what is the other thing? Fucking Fago now. Oh, you guys don't take our shit, bro. That's Michigan shit, bro.
That's our shit, bro. Get the fuck out.
Nobody else gets that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We should seriously think about taking the Pro Football Hall of Fame and just like putting a wall around it and making sure people from Ohio can't actually get into the Pro Football
Hall of Fame. That is true. That is one thing that they have. They do have a couple things.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You sir need to go. You need to go to the NFL. We all need to go to the
or the Science Museum and Rock and Roll.
You know what? It shouldn't even just be the NFL. All four of us should just go and do all of those museums. All of those museums, because not just the NFL. Because you absolutely absolutely, Paul. Absolutely, you need to see the NFL, and you absolutely need to see the rock and roll.
Okay,
like
the science.
No, it's awesome.
Part.
No, yeah, it's awesome. But like that's so something
good.
that it's so easy. It's a couple hours. It's just like
When you were in New York, did you go to any museums in New York, like the Smithsonian?
No.
Anything?
I was gonna go to MoMA, but I didn't.
Fuck.
Didn't you go to the Sex Museum?
Oh, I did go to the Sex Museum.
I wasn't allowed to because I was in high school. So.
Oh shit!
That was the only museum I went to, and it was fucking worth it.
That would have been dope. There was that council. He was running for city council. He was caught getting his like nipples twerked. He was BDS and shit. He was locked in a chair. And this city councilman, he was running for, he's running for city council in New York, and he's like, yeah, those are me in the picture. It's just what I'm into, you know.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm like, I was like, fuck
what he likes, bro. He's not doing anything wrong.
I don't care what your fucking
but like,
he's not doing anything wrong. He's not hurting anybody. Like, he's hurting himself. Let him hurt himself. He likes it.
You're like,
what the
fuck,
fuck,
man?
I don't get why that is part of fucking politics.
But
anyway.
yeah, I mean, like it's sad he's not gonna get the vote. I mean, I don't know his politics, but I would 100% just.
No, I mean,
I don't care what you're
hey, you like your nipples twerking and shit, you know.
BDSM voting.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up because we're talking about a little bit of politics, which I don't like to talk about politics. And that's not what I'm getting into. That's not what I'm getting into. I promise that's not. But I don't know if you guys have watched it. We recently watched it. But Young Rock. It's about Dwayne Johnson. It's about The Rock, and basically the show is him interviewing the main dude from the guy from the interview.
But that's not every episode.
I know. But that's how it starts. The guy from the interview, the Korean guy. He's from Fresh Off the Boat as well.
Oh yeah.
Episode The Office.
Yeah.
Yes. He played Jim.
So yes, he played Jim. Yes.
2 Asian American men.
Yes. Yeah. So it's him interviewing The Rock in 2032 as he's running for president. Okay. So basically, my theory is because the whole show, it's kind of like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with This Is Us, where how they kind of go to like
when they're
kids, when they're teenagers, when they're like 20s, you know, like kind of like that, where they're going back and like it's all over. Like it doesn't go from young and then it's working its way up. It's like there's an episode with Young Rock, then there's an episode with High School Rock, you know. So basically, it's him confessing all of the bad shit that he's done, while also like us learning about like the wrestling, his whole life. It's really cool. But I think this is his way of starting his presidential campaign.
Oh yeah, well,
getting it all out there.
It's getting it all out there.
Got my vote.
Getting it all out there. He's like, look, this is what I did wrong as a kid, so you guys can't come back and be like, there's no dirt on me. I'm telling it to you right now. And some of the shit's really awesome because they do. He meets Ray Lewis at the U. He meets Warren Sapp. Takes his job as the starting lineman as a freshman, and he was a tight end. I obviously this, but like they show all that happen. Yeah. So it's just really cool.
And there's the part where he gets in trouble at college, and the teacher's like, "What's your name, kid?" And he's like, "Warren Sapp."
Yeah, he blames it on Warren Sapp. It's just really cool to see all that. But I basically my theory is this: Dwayne Johnson is going to run for president, and I think. Based on, I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna win.
He was telling the story about like his first wrestling match and like how he gets a pin. I forgot who he was wrestling.
I was just gonna talk about this as well, and I forget as well. But he had passed since he told this story, and it was really sad.
Is it a famous wrestler?
No, he was like a mid card kind of guy.
Like known.
Yeah, the Rock's first wrestling.
But it was
really
like
wrestled the first.
It was like a
young Alicia.
1v3 kind of match, and he ended up winning, and like he was scripted, obviously scripted
to win, but
right.
But like as he slams him down and does what before his people's elbow and his choke slam thing.
The rock bottom. Yeah.
Yes, the rock bottom. Before that, he did his finishing move in his first fight, and he has him down, and he has him pinned, and he's just like, thank you so much.
Yeah,
because he had so
puts
much.
them over, right?
Yeah, puts them so. Yeah.
Brooklyn Brawler? Is that
he is that. That's probably he's in the show. Yeah, he's in the show. They show him in the show. The really cool thing about the show is as well, and we learned that his family never once pushed wrestling on him because that's true. But and I'm assuming that is the case because they didn't show that, and I'm sure that if that was the case, he would have put it in there. Right. Yeah. And it's not even even up to the point where he's in college. Wrestling has not even been considered to him, which is crazy in the show. because it's crazy to think that because his whole life he grew up hanging out with his dad's friends, with wrestlers. There's a whole episode. Yeah, a whole episode was just a day with Andre the Giant, and it was just him. It was Andre telling him like
he wanted to go see E.T.
He wanted to go see
E.T. And Andre the Giant was like, "Okay, I'll take you," and they all did something.
And they didn't. He didn't take
like,
him.
Okay, so we're gonna go see E.T. And Andre was like, "No,
no, I don't like movies." And he takes him and he's feeding pigeons.
Yeah,
and there's one pigeon that's bigger than the rest, and he's like, "This pigeon doesn't get like." He gets the shit out of the stick because they're like, oh, he's a fat, blah blah blah. But and on Andre's perspective, he's like, this is how I am. Yeah. I didn't make myself this way.
Andre the Giant was such a gentle person,
yes,
such a kind person.
Yes, he was. And The Rock, as a kid, said something to him. I can't remember what he said, but he said something to him, and he just put his hand on his shoulder.
The world, he said, "You're not too big for everyone else.
Maybe the world's
too small
for you." And he just put his hand on.
That is really profound.
You're a very smart kid. It was just the show is cool.
The actress they picked for the college actor they picked for The Rock looks exactly
like him.
Dude,
all of them. Honestly, all of them look like
the college one is so good.
The college one, it looks like The Rock.
Yeah.
Like it literally looks like
him.
He
does the eyebrows.
Always,
And he wears the fucking black turtleneck and fanny
pack.
Yeah,
it's just
so good.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's not long. It's not long.
I would rather see a good person become president than a good politician.
Yeah,
him telling a story. I mean, the whole paying situation. Like the first time I heard that, I just started bawling. I was like, dude, like I can't imagine that moment. You know, like you see UFC fighters when they win the title.
Yeah.
We just had Moreno just recently win.
Dude.
And just the like everything you worked for, just culminated
all
in
your
that.
emotions just
fucking
let
from
out.
$7 into like the biggest name, the biggest movie actor of fucking all time, and just such a fucking
dude. Yeah,
great
they had nothing.
His family was just the best. Like, and he was just such a good kid.
It was just you love him even more. I'm pretty sure I saw an article about like. The best thing about America is one of the best things about America is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just being there.
Like existing.
So I mean, I really don't doubt. Like I get it. People who are into politics are gonna be like, "Oh, you fucking stand." But guess what? It's just like the world's changing, and I think The Rock. If he runs for president, I think that motherfucker wins. That was the thing too with the Andre episode was the overall thing was the future him was choosing who his vice president candidate would be, and it was somebody he chose a black woman Republican who was completely had complete opposite views on him, but knew
wrote
bad
articles about him.
Wrote talk shit about him and like all this stuff. But he knew that she would do the right thing for the country, and he chose her for that reason.
Candace Owens, baby.
Yeah, that's that's what I'm saying. But it's like something like that. It just shows that he. I don't know. I just think that
we don't see that. We don't see that sort of
mentality.
Kind of, yes, we never see that.
No,
it's always you're against me. Then you have a different view than me. That's it.
You should be immediately dismissed.
Completely opposite views should be close in your corner.
Yeah.
So I think The Rock, if he gets president, he's gonna write into law. He's gonna be like, everyone, it's gym hour, and literally you're gonna have to work. Every American, 300 fucking million Americans are working out at the same fucking time.
That would be amazing.
Getting fucking yoked.
Yo, if he was still as like ripped, like being president as he is now, like.
I mean, he can't work out. He wouldn't be able to work out as much. But he's like,
he'll make time for it. He'll make time for it.
He'll go like 3 hours.
I mean, look at fucking what's it called? Mark Wahlberg's schedule. Like that schedule is fucking
ridiculous. Like
it's.
He'll do interviews.
He would be fine. Yeah, he would be fine. He would. It would be unique, but I think he would do right for us. I think he would do good for us. Anyways, he would do the right thing.
Paul, have you watched Ted Lasso yet?
I have not watched Ted Lasso. Have you guys watched Master of None yet? Fuck off, Alicia.
What the fuck?
The thing is, Paul,
I put it in my top 10, people. For a goddamn reason.
I don't know if you guys have done this. I mean, just with age, I feel like I'm becoming more emotional. Like anytime I see Olympic stuff, my mom watches the Olympic Channel and like someone like fucking wins like some old Olympics.
Dude, I cry to everything.
I'm fucking like, dude, why am I tearing up?
Movie, I'm just
Pixar just fucking.
Coco, the first time I lost, I was not okay.
Coco, every time I lose it.
We watched it the other day. We're both just
fucking ridiculous.
It's just like, I can't help it, man.
It's like, oh my god, that's his grandma. His
I
grandma's
was
like,
so sad.
Yeah. Oh my.
oh my.
And the poor guy who can't see his granddaughter or his daughter ever, and it's just like you find out,
And he just like is just killed by his best friend.
Fucking like junkie the whole time, and you find out, and it's just like, oh no, and he was poisoned by his best friend.
Yeah, it's like
And then he stole his songs. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
stole his career, and it's all the fame and
So
shit.
sad.
Oh.
Man.
You know what commercial really gets me is the Apple commercial with the grandpa and like his grandkids giving pictures of his recently deceased wife.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
talking
That
about
one's
this.
so sad.
I'm like, oh my god. Thank you, Apple, for tugging at my heartstrings on Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's how they get you.
yeah, pretty much anything that's it's meant to be emotional and is well written, I pretty much cry.
I was trying not to in Coco, but like
Like as an adult, you don't fucking.
I don't care.
As much. Like, if I'm sad, I'm. Just
I don't care. That
sad.
you know what that shows me? That shows me especially if I'm watching a movie or a show, that shows me that
It's
they
a good
did
job.
what they were. They did their job and are amazing writers.
Hey, have you guys ever seen The Good Place?
Oh yeah, we've
at-
watched random episodes.
At the end of it, I started bawling.
Yeah.
It
I
was.
would watch that show. It was good from what I saw.
Ted Danson was awesome in it.
Yeah.
I really like Kristen Bell, but
Kristen Bell's amazing. She's such
She's
a
from
cool
Michigan, right?
chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a good. That's okay. That's like a power couple. That's real. Like,
they rule.
Shoot Daxon.
Shout out Dax Shepard.
Walled Lake Central,
baby.
baby.
Central baby. You know,
Our most famous person ever come from Walled Lake Central,
yeah,
baby.
and that's the second largest fucking podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
He just had Barack Obama on his podcast.
Armchair something.
I never even heard of his
No,
podcast.
never heard of it.
Is it the Armchair Experience?
Armchair Experience.
No, that's a Joe Rogan
No,
experience.
no. He has the armchair something. I don't know. You can
He just
search
had
it up.
Barack Obama on it.
Dude, he ridiculous.
So what? He's the second biggest Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
fucking. I mean,
That's
like
awesome.
it has to be for a reason. You know, I've never listened to his podcast. Like I don't know. I've listened to Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan just recently had Quentin
Armchair
Tarantino.
expert.
Oh, that's a
Armchair
good one.
expert. Yeah, but yeah, Quentin Tarantino, and then Tim Dillon. I don't know if you guys know
I
Tim
don't know
Dillon.
who Tim Dillon
He is now my favorite comedian.
Really?
He's from Brooklyn or Boston. He's from New York. You know, he's a New York guy. He's gay. He doesn't sound like he's gay. He's the conspiracy theorist. The fucking one of the greatest fucking comedians I've ever met. He's like, I will fucking suck your dick, and you're like, what? And he's like, I'm gay, you fucking piece of shit. He's like, you don't sound like you're gay. He's like, I'm fucking gay. But he's hilarious, you know. And he just goes off on rant.
I was gonna say,
Dillon?
is he
No.
anything that we would know?
No,
But
but
I
he
heard
was a
that
tour
by,
bus
like
guy.
his name, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just don't know where
stuff.
it's from.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him at all.
But yeah, I wasn't familiar with him until he got on Joe Rogan.
Right.
And yeah, his first one of his first episodes he was talking about.
If you get on Joe Rogan's podcast, you become famous.
Yeah.
That's it.
But like, I mean, he deserves it. I mean,
Fair
like,
enough. Yeah,
dude,
fair
like
enough.
his comedy
Obviously,
is so
Joe
fucking
Rogan
hilarious.
saw something in him.
Yeah.
Like
he just says he had a couple of his aunt called him up, and he was like I forgot what the fuck it was, but he pretty much called out his aunt. He's like, Barb, you're a fucking fake lawyer. You don't fucking do work. And he's like talking to his fucking aunt, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? And then he had an Airbnb. He got kicked off Airbnb for fucking threatening to lesbians. He's like, these fucking dykes over here. You never sit on their fucking chairs, they'll fucking break underneath you. And he's allowed to say fucking faggot because he's gay. It's the greatest fucking thing ever. God, his rants are fucking hilarious, and he just off the top of the head just can fucking go off on anything, you know.
The way you were describing it kind of sounds to me, but he sounds a little bit. Well, I get whatever. It's the rants that he goes on. It sounds like what's his name, Billy Eichner.
Oh, I love him.
Because he goes on those rants like fucking crazy. So
He just is crazy.
Yeah,
He just is crazy.
I think there's something about the comedians being fucking crazy.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
they're all in therapy.
yeah.
They're all in therapy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should be.
What's
Everyone
it
should
called? What's his name? From Big Mouth. John
John
Mulaney.
Mulaney, just rehab.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
John
got
Mulaney
this.
he's fucking
Like bad.
fucking too much.
Yeah.
You would never expect it,
No,
you know, like, but
Handsome feller.
yeah,
Very handsome
he's
feller.
just like so. Yeah, Terry Crews, same
Terry
shit.
Crews,
Yeah.
sex addict. You know? Yeah. Porn addict.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah, no, it was,
Sex
Yeah.
porn.
yeah,
I mean,
he
it's porn.
yeah,
It was
no, he
porn,
like
it
I
was
was
wearing
jerking off in fucking traffic, like it was so bad.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, dude.
I
Okay. Gotta do what you
think
gotta
that's
do.
probably the most acceptable
Yeah.
issue to have.
Yeah, when it comes to that shit, I don't know.
You don't expect it, you know.
Yeah.
Paul, I know you want to, so we always end on a story.
Yes.
Paul said a story that.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well,
it's just about something that like happened to us.
So typically we like to give the guests the story, and this involves you guys, both of you guys, and I think
we can elaborate.
Wildly appropriate.
I'm just gonna put in really quick. We told the story about you saving Booty when he was and you
fucking high on.
Yeah, you jumped out like a whale breaching out of the water. Just like barely snatched Booty. It was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. Drunk on absinthe. It was beautiful, a beautiful story.
That was that's a good one.
I mean,
that's a good one.
But go ahead, Paul.
Speaking of Booty, so Super Bowl 48, the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks are playing. Now, we go over there on Sunday, we watch the game. Okay? The unstoppable force meets the immovable object. The immovable object did not move. They did not move. Denver got destroyed.
That's so bad.
I was sober. I was sober when I was there. Sober. Go home. Now, these two fucks, they're on probation because they got fucked over. It was ridiculous. Fuck you, Ross Kelly. I hope you never see this. And if you
fuck
do,
you, Ross Kelly.
You can also take your dick, remove it from your anatomy, and shove up your ass. Like,
exactly.
You're essentially Ohio.
Yes.
You're the Ohio.
You are the you are the representation of Ohio.
You are the Ohio people. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, but we get back to our place, and at this time we were playing NCAA 14. You guys remember that?
Greatest game ever.
We had the best ultimate team, and that was the only year we had ultimate team.
Yes. Oh my
and
God,
we had the best ultimate team. And
we've spent so much time on that.
Oh, so much time and money.
Yeah. And money.
Fuck you, yeah. Fuck you,
yeah. You
but
shit.
So I was smoking wax at this time, and I take 2 dabs. Austin's like, I'm gonna give you 2 dabs, and then we'll go back in because it was cold as fuck, and I need to get high as fuck. And he's like, 2 dabs, go back in. We get back in, and I'm listening to my music. I'm just in the corner listening to my music high as fuck while they're playing. And they're like, Paul, are you excited for the Super Bowl tomorrow? I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah? What? Guys, the Super Bowl, it happened. They convinced me. It was Saturday night. Before Super Bowl 48, they were like, Denver's gonna win, right?
Dude,
right,
Denver's gonna tear it up, dude. I
was like, I was like, oh my God, I fucking time traveled. I thought I time traveled. I really thought
Paul had a full head of hair too. You know, he was losing it, but he still had like the flow.
He was fucking dude. He was 100% convinced.
I was 100% convinced that the thing I just saw didn't happen, and that I traveled back in time. And I was like,
no, guys, I know what happened. No. I know.
Seattle wins. I was hyping up Denver so much, too. Hyping up Denver before this because it's Peyton Manning's 56 touchdowns. It's everything that Peyton Manning was as a player. And I was so disappointed to see that Super Bowl play out the way it did. But, like, when they convinced me that I was in Saturday and that it was fucking I was 100% convinced.
Yeah, I do remember that clearly, and we had him 100% fooled.
I was so high.
I don't know
Did we film it?
Oh, we 100% filmed it. I remember it. I remember watching it after. I was like, oh yeah, this one Paul had a full head. I was like, I had hair back then too.
Because we must have filmed it because he was he was 100% convinced.
I think we threw it like when we were all on fucking. Was it WhatsApp? Is it WhatsApp?
Yeah.
I think we.
Maybe
put it on there.
Like when we all had the
We're like, we convinced Paul, and he time traveled. I was like, I swear to God, guys, you have to listen to me. You're being 100% real here.
I was
recapping the time.
I couldn't open my eyes. I was like, guys, you gotta believe. And I had
his hair's flowing in the wind.
I had Lil Wayne Dedication 5 banging in my ear, and I'm just like, guys, you gotta believe me. You gotta fucking believe me.
Like, Paul, you're fucking crazy, dude. We don't know what you're talking about. But yeah.
Dude, that was a good one.
That was weird. Time is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Back, like, you're like, what the fuck?
I know.
Like, oh my God.
Now I'm an old fuck with no hair.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucked.
So I need a hip replacement. Oh my god.
Everyone in front of you is closer to 30 than they are 20, which is scary. It's scary, guys. In front of you, I said. In front of
everybody
you.
in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's ugh.
That's
All right,
terrible. Never thought I'd make it here.
Any little words of wisdom you guys want to go out on? I mean, I mean, you know.
I don't know. I just want to say thank you guys because this was fucking fantastic.
Thank you for being on.
I would love to be on again because this is fucking. I could do this all day.
We have our fantasy football show coming in. It's coming.
That's
August 1st.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
August 1st.
Absolutely.
We will probably have you on for that as well because you're gonna spill your beans because we're gonna spill our beans.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
I don't give everything. Alicia's like, fuck that. I'm not giving you anything. Bitch.
But yeah, I would definitely love
I'll
that.
ring my bell.
I would love that.
Don't need flex on us, homie. Get the fuck out of here.
La Fonda! I miss you so much. She's so beautiful.
She's proudly displayed above our TV.
For 3 straight years, and it's not
ridiculous. It should be on my closet door. It's gonna be on my closet door right
4
there.
years, right?
So I don't have to even close it.
It's been at these guys' house for 4 years.
4 years.
Very sad.
Ridiculous.
4 years.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, next Saturday, Connor, second round, TKO. I'm not gonna say knockout. TKO victory, late first round or late second round. That's my prediction.
Late second round.
Late second round, TKO victory.
Okay.
That's gonna be my prediction. That's my prediction.
You think it's gonna be a knockout?
No, TKO. TKO. So like it gets stopped from. I wouldn't say he knocks him clean out. Maybe not clean out, but I think he does enough damage to get the ref to stop it. That's gonna be that's my prediction. That's what I think. We'll see though.
I mean,
we'll see.
If we don't get full counter, I think it's just leg kicks and then he's getting fucked.
I just don't see that happening again. That would be really sad.
That would be so embarrassing.
Yeah, that would be bad.
It depends on the counter. I mean, you know, those leg kicks are fucking. I mean, Jose Aldo brought him in, you know, and it is got fucking. I don't know. They're just the thing now, which is fucked.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, last week we didn't. We had. I was trying to think of quotes because I have these fucking quotes, you know, and we were talking about education, and I was trying to end on a quote, and I was like, I can't fucking think of one. There's fucking so many, but this quotation from Mark Twain is don't let education interfere. Wait, don't let school interfere with your education.
I love that. I fucking love that.
Yeah, gain knowledge.
Love that.
Knowledge. Get a Lamborghini. All right.
I love
you guys.
I love it.
Love.
See y'all.
Amigos.
Bye.
Peace.